Morning, everyone. Today is April 22nd, 2025. Let's discuss last week's trades from 317 to 321. And as usual, we will start with the euro yen. As you can see, we don't see the daily arrow here. So in order to determine the daily direction, go to the daily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can see it's bullish. Right? This is Monday here. So we are bullish for Monday, and we don't have, well, we have the 4-hour and the 1-hour in sync. This is where we come in, and we have a one ball retrace on the 1 hour. And that's when we start looking for a trade. Let's go to 15-minute. 15-minute gives us fresh cross here. Let's refine it down to 5. 5, 2 ball. This is where we come in. Don't generally trade here in between sessions. And this is a long bar. Let's go to 1 minute. And it actually is over here. A lot of patience. All right, let's go to the H1. End of day. And that's 68 pips. Let's note that down. DJ 68. Make it a little bit larger. Can we see? There we go. Okay. And we come in on Tuesday. And still bullish on the daily, 4 hours in sync, but there is no fresh cross here. So we need a fresh cross on the 15. We get over here. Let's see if that's better on the 5. No. How about the 1? 1 gives us an entry here. So we didn't get a fresh cross on the 5. Well, we did, but it was already in the past, like the 15. So we got to the 1, and this is going to be a bumpy ride, as we know. With 5 and 15 already crossed. So let's look at the 1 hour. And there's our exit. That's 22 pips. Okay. A little bit over here. All right. Now we come to Wednesday. And we know the 4 hour and the 1 hour, the daily are bullish, the 1 hour is short. So this is a scalp trade on the 1 minute only. Okay. Because only the 1 hour is in sync here to go short right there. I'm not going to take the trade, but let's see what happened on the 1. So there's the entry right there. And the exit is right there. Could have still made 70 odd pips, but that's not our system, right? So we have to wait for the 4 hour to go short with this 3 ball. This happens after hours. So no trade on Wednesday. Then we get to Thursday. And you can see has been a long run. So this is kind of careful trading on this day, but we have to wait for a fresh cross. Doesn't happen. Here's a retrace. Definitely needs a fresh cross of the 5, which happens over here. And we get to the 1 minute. Now, we could take the trade right away, which is the aggressive trade, or wait for the 1 ball, and then take the trade with the 3 ball, and then take the trade. Well, let's even take the trade right away. That's a 12 pip drawdown. This is a 15-minute trade, and we don't get much. 14 pips. Okay. Then we come to, well, a milestone 15. We know the daily are sync. And the 15 gives us a fresh cross here. Look at 5. 5 gives a fresh cross here. We're going to trade over here. Except we go in between sessions. And 1. Oh, boy. And 1 is a trade here. Back to the 15. Here's our exit. That's 31 pips. So this is 45, 67, 68, 135. Okay. Not bad. Crappy week, but not bad. All right, back on each one. Let's look at the pound yen. Right, pound yen. 4 hours long, 1 hour long. What's the daily doing? And daily is also long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same as the euro. Okay, so we're looking for long trades. See a 1 ball. Wait for the 1 ball. Here's our fresh cross. Along with 3 ball. Retrace. 5 minutes already done. And the 1 minute. Entries here. Okay. H1 trade. And goes sideways, gives us heart attacks. Drawdown 32 pips. My God. Okay. This is one where you have to decide whether it's worth it because didn't get a trade on this bar. Right? So you look at the 1 minute. Obviously a spike here. And you say, okay, wait for over here to get a fresh cross, which would be there. Which is why we took this trade. All right, H1. This is game close. End of day. Oops. Put it off here. Use some space for EU. EJ. 70. Okay. And we come to Tuesday. Similar setup as EJ. You have to wait for a fresh cross 15. That's already happened. So we know the 5 has already happened. And we have to look at the 1 minute. And we look at that. That's the trade. 1 hour. And that's almost a break even. That's 9 pips. Okay. Now we come to Wednesday and we see 3 ball. So we have to wait for a 4 hour turnover, which happens over here. So no trade on Wednesday. This is Thursday right here. And that's we already missed on this trade, right? Let's look for a fresh cross at 15. We don't get one, but we get a retrace. 5 minute. End of the Euro session. 1 minute. And the trade, but we don't trade that. So let's take a look here. I don't trade it. You can. There's our entry. 15-minute trade. And that's a break even. All right, so Thursday is the break. Friday. If you look on H1, what are we seeing? This is when we start looking for a short. Mainly because the 4 hour is short, even though the daily is long. So it's just a bumpy short. We'll hopefully get a good no. Nothing on the 15-minute. 5. Nothing. And 1. Uses some entry here. It gives us an entry here, but this is the entry we gave before. And we're back up to 15. And this is 17. That's equal to 2,600 pips. I guess that's a crappy week. Okay. Now we work on the EJ. Sorry. All right. E. 1 hour. Once again, we have a 4 hour, 1 hour match. That was on Friday. Oh, we have to see what the daily's doing. Let's look at the daily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Daily's long, right? In long. So we're looking for a buy, which probably happens here after the 2 ball. 15, 15. Confirm. Right there. 5. Oh. 5 is sideways. We're really desperate. Then take a look here. 1 minute. gives us, and then you have this choppiness. So we decide to live through it. We do. 6 stop going drop start up. And we go back on the H1. And our trade goes here, end of day. And that is, oops. I say this end of day here, but this is very, very close. Okay. The moving average was probably pointing down, so it came close, but it didn't cross. It's a judgment thing. If you did take this exit, it'll still be 30 pips. Okay. Here's Tuesday, and we are still long. Right? The daily is long, 4 hours long. Doesn't matter if this will 3 ball. Okay, so 15-minute. This is fresh cross. Here, 5-minute, same thing. And the 1 minute. Give us a fresh cross here. That's our entry. Looking at the 1 hour. And there's our exit. That's 14. This was a crappy week because the only real news was on Wednesday, the FOMC, and then Thursday, the GDP. All right, so once again, 3 ball here. Wait for a 4 hour. Occurs here. Now a 15-minute trade with no fresh cross, no recent cross. So the 15C, there's fresh cross right away. It's good. 5. It's already happened. Go to the 1. And there's our retrace, entry, 15. Let's see. Again, this is close. This is the exit. After hours. 16 hours. After US hours, or after UK hours. All right, back to the H1. And we are on Thursday. We're so short. 4 hour, 1 hour. Let's see what the 15 offers. Nothing, right? So 5 definitely has to have fresh cross, and that's there. And just to make sure, we'll put 1. Now we are on the 15. Okay, this is a judgment call again. I wouldn't take this exit. My exit would be then down here. And that's 46 pips. Now, this is Thursday, and we are waiting for GBP news, which happened at 8 a.m. our time, which would be here. And you could wait till that time and then take a trade, right? Up to you. I just took this one and I'm done. Okay, Friday, 1 hour. Still looking for a short. Start to go short here. We're still working with this 1 hour, 4 hour combo. Means we need a fresh cross in the 15. happens here. The 5. Not really offering anything. Only the 1. Yeah, there it is. Okay, 15-minute trade. Judgment call again. And then it spiked. So you could take an exit here, or we take the system exit. And that's 8 pips. It's 54, 70, 84, 120. I'm surprised by these results, frankly, because it was a crappy week to trade, especially on Friday. All right, G. Let's brave on. Okay. Back to the 1 hour. And again, so, all right, we're looking for a long edge here. 4 hour, 1 hour in sync. Let's look at the daily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The daily is long. It's been long, right? So let's look at the 15. Here, fresh cross. 5. Here's the 1 hour retrace. I'm on ball. And 1 minute. Fresh cross is here. You can see a lot of choppy action. Power attack action. If you're on the H1, yeah, you got to draw down 8 pips and exit and debatable end of day 39 pips. You say it's still long, and we got a fresh cross on the 1 hour, which is good. There's a little leeway on the 15-minute when we get a fresh cross. With green line. And we look at 5. 5 is a fresh cross there. Look at the 1 minute. And 1 minute is similar entry, right? With 5. Oh, sorry, 1 minute is a breakout trade. The 5 of the fresh cross. Right? That's a judgment call again. Let's just take the 5-minute entry. Then we go to the H1. Here's our exit. That's 30. All right, 22 pips. All right, D-Day on Wednesday. Again, you have to wait for the 4 hour. This was FOMC day, which is here, right? So we're risking the trade. Let's go take a look. This is a 15-minute trade. The daily is still long, right? 5 minute. 5 minutes is not giving us a clue. It's 1 minute. And the 1 minute, one ball retrace, possible entry over here. And back to the 15 minute. It flirted with the line. Here's our exit. 17. And we are done before FOMC, which happened over here. We traded the FOMC trading against the 4-hour. So I wouldn't take that trade. The 4-hour, 1 hour in opposite directions. This is a 1 minute trade with only the 1 hour is in sync. Is your entry. And whoops, sorry, topsy-turvy, but you could have made 4 pips out of it. You decide it's worth it. All right, here's Thursday for a 1 hour turnover, 4 hour turnover. So it's a 15 minute where you're looking for fresh cross. Don't get it. So definitely 5 minute has to have. There's the 5 minute fresh cross. Let's see if we can refine it more with 1 minute. Definitely can. And we are back 15. Judgment call here. We just entered the trade, so I don't take that exit. Risk of gain. No risk, no gain, right? It's 46 pips. Okay. And we are on Friday. Each one. Again, looking for a short here. Already have the 1 hour, 4 hour combo. This is going to be tail end of the trade, so it's going to be choppy. Let's look at 15. Right there. 5. Look at that. Choppiness. Get the 1. See what you get. The 3 ball. Here's the entry. Mid trade. Close over here. Spike. And let's say oops. And he gave up 33. Didn't give it up. System didn't take that good exit on this one. All right, so this is 54, 71, 93, 123, 132. All right, for a lousy week, got over 100 pips for each of the pairs. But Friday, like I said, you have to be careful. All right, let's totally it. $135 plus 122 plus 100 plus 132, 489 pips for a very lousy. Okay. Just to be clear, if I am strictly on one pair, and I generally do the pound US dollar, and I have made 132 pips for the week. Okay, on a $1,000 account, I'm trading one. Okay. It'll be very refined. So Monday, will be good. 300. I'm not taking care of the spreads and all that, right? Which means total balance then be equal to 1390. All right. That's my starting on Tuesday is 1390. So if I come to Tuesday, now I'm trading 1.4. So 22 or 220 times 1.4, that's 308 pips. And 8 plus 1390, that's 1698. Let's call it 17. Very impressive. Okay, you probably will never ever do this. I'm just giving you an illustration. All right, Wednesday. And that would be 170 times 1.7. All right, yes. Let's see. 70, 170 times 1.7. It's 289 pips. I mean, $289 for a total balance of 989. Okay, so by Wednesday, I've almost doubled my account. All right, and on Thursday, I'm at 2 lots. So Thursday will equal to 46 times 2 is 920. And the balance would be equal to 2909. Okay. And then on Friday, now I am at 3 lots. That's one single lot. Okay. I can do multiple lots. So 3 times 18 is 240. So the balance is equal to 31. All right. See the account growth there. Okay. So basically, it's a $1,000 account, beginning balance. That's one lot. Means every $1,000 I'm doing one lot. That's 1.4 divided by 1,000, basically 1.7. That's close to 2. That's why I went to 2, and that's close to 3. That's why it went to 3. Okay. Hopefully this helps. And the reason you can risk the high lot size on a low account is because you're refining your entries. It's basically sniper training. All right. Have a good weekend. I will be here next week. Do next week's trades. Bye.